Hey, welcome back. What a run, right? Anyway, so this is my Devil amplifier. And we're going to go ahead and get into this one. Now, before we do anything, we're going to go ahead and get the outline of our amplifier down before we get too far. So this is going to be like a little multi-part here. First thing we're going to do is we're going to set some form of, well, a heel pad. Anywhere really. I chose here. You don't have to do it here. I mean, this will work as well. Go ahead and Dorito the amplifier all the way around. Now on the computer, instead of a Dorito, we're going to put a door. But on the other side of the door, we're going to put a Dorito. So Dorito, Dorito, Dorito. Same thing over here. Dorito, Dorito, Dorito. Now I know there's some floating traps here, but we'll get to that in a second. So go ahead and get your Doritos in, your two doors, your wall, your pillars, your pillars around the upper part of the amplifier, doors all the way around it. Make sure they're all doors. This is a heavy lobber amp. You want to make sure you have them in there. Good. Very nice. Pillars, Doritos, doors. Now we're going to add just a couple floor pieces. There is 1 floor, 2 floor, and 3 floor right on top of the amplifier. And then 1 on top of the box. So there's 4 floors. Okay. Now, go ahead and where the door is on the ground, where the computer is, go ahead and put 2 floors and edit them in half on each side. Okay. Now, the rest of them, we'll get to that in a minute. Actually, no, don't get to that. Go ahead and place a floor in front of your wall. 1 on the right, 1 on the left. And over here in the corner, go ahead and place 2 more. So it'd be 5 total. And that will make life a whole lot easier. Now, right here at this pillar, island thing, whatever you want to call it, mountain of monstrosity, put 2 floors right here and put either floor freeze. My alt and a friend of mine are using floor freeze. I still have wall spikes here, but freeze is nice. And the reason why we're putting those traps now is so I'll get to that one. Anyway, same thing over here. You look right on the edge. There are 4 floors and then 3 floors, 1 wall. Over here in the corner, Put 2 little half walls. And drop a freeze trap on it. The freeze trap I want you to put on this one, though, is going to be the triple durability, double reload, effect duration. Facing the south when you place it. Alright, now that should give you a good understanding of what's under your map. If you don't really care about your count and you want some of this cool stuff over here, go ahead and place 4 floors here and 3 floors here. On your 3rd floor, place the same floor freeze that we showed you. Triple durability, double reload, effect duration, facing the east. Yes. When you place it, and then 2 little half walls. Now, then the next thing we're going to do is we're going to leave Devil. Alright? Now, when you load in, make sure you load in with a banner that is leveled up. Now, on your map, you can tell we're on a volcano and everything is surrounded by water, but there is an island. It is the only island on the entire map. It's right off of home base. It's in the east. You can find it right here. It's got a couple palm trees on it. Mine does not. You will find a cave here. In this cave, right here on the right hand side, place 2 floors and 2 ramps. Go up on the left hand side, walk all the way up, place your banner. Walk down and edit the banner. And then re-edit the banner, re-edit the banner, and you'll notice that it is up. Break your floor, and go ahead and run to the island, and run all the way out into the ocean. The island is right behind us. And we're going to appear on a Minecraft mine block. Alright, now, once you get down here, it's going to be a bit scary, I know. Don't worry, I'm pretty sure all of us have played Minecraft, so this should look very new to you, not really new to you. Go over to the right, which would be to your north, and you'll see some grass. I know, we're going to touch grass. And there's some water. Now, on this water, you'll find a piece of land. Okay, that's where we spawned in. See our flag? Well, it's right there. Put a floor and build it to the lava. And then go ahead and go down this little cave. And down over here will be your devil. Now, the reason why we place stuff on the ground is so that we can see it. So, there are the floor spikes we put down. And there is our freeze we put down. Okay. So once we get over here, we're going to go ahead and build up. Okay. Once we get up here, we can place some floors. Now, these are optional. What these are here are freeze traps embedded into the mountainside where there are 2 random flinger spots. Okay. And they're never supposed to be here. But if you're playing with 4 people, mind you, if you're playing by yourself, you don't need this shit. Just saying. But if you like to play with 4 people on public and have people run around your base like a madman, well, you might need these guys over here. If you're not mentally insane and you just need that basic amp, all you need to do is then build over, obviously, to your devil. Now, above you somewhere, if I can build a floor, there we go. Somewhere above you, build a floor. Now, the floor I built had, like I said before, our health pad. Mine so happens to be here. And if you notice, well, that's what it's attached to. Okay? Now, granted, I have like another wall over here, but that's just in case I accidentally hit this thing. But we won't talk about that. Anyway, now, I did a little excessive around my amplifier. I believe I tried to go like 2 tiles all the way out. You don't need that with your tar pits. What we do need is 4 tar pits right here. Now, when we place those 4 pieces, we can't see. There you go. When you place those 4 pieces, okay, the 1, 2, 3, 4, and 5 floor pieces, okay. Ooh, what we're gonna do is we're gonna build a ramp, 2 walls. Okay. Now, select your all durability tar pit. All right, and what you're gonna do is have your DPI turned up on your mouse, like you're super fast. And basically what you're doing is you're moving so fast that when you click, because you're just clicking a mouse, you're going to get like a tar pit here and a tar pit here and even a tar pit here, even a tar pit below you. But your goal is, if you're going fast enough, what will happen is they'll float. Okay? I mean, if you have to get a wall behind you, you know what I'm saying? You're like, bow, and just nail one. Alright, I currently have mine already nailed, so we don't need to worry about that. Again, you just put a ramp next to it. You know, you just build a little 1x1 like you were fighting in Fortnite. And then, boom, you can push one. And that's how they float. These happen to be all durability tar pits. You only need these 3 or 4. Okay? Now, if you're going cheap, which is why this wall is here, you could only have the 1, 2, 3, 4 of them. And then the 5th, the wall to hold it up. Okay? And then everything else, you would just break it down. If you want to put, if you aren't going fast enough, you'll end up with a half floor. Oops. Don't jump. If you aren't going fast enough, you'll end up with a half floor, which is really nice for some terrain like this. I really wanted to showcase this because I know you guys can use this in other places as well, but I figured you would love this the most. They can still be hit even in the high ones. The Husk never come over here, but if I ever change up my devil, I have options, and I like that. Now, over here, I chose to have the extra one over here, and I really enjoy it. When you, I really do. If you choose to have it, I have plenty of runs without it. But if you choose to have it, it's beautiful. I've had plenty of runs with this build with no tar pits down here, guys. None. So you have a good option, amazing option of not doing any of the tar pits under the map. I'm going to let you know that right now. You don't need to. But if you choose to, it's pretty bulletproof. Like, no base, just ninja. With the tar pits, I don't even need a defender. I have one here because this is, again, like I used to run them without the tar pits. And this really helped. Because of the smashers. It should be assassin. If it's not, then go through and check your builds. Make sure everything is upgraded tier 3. But we're going to go ahead and finish off how to destroy the bottom part of the map. Like to fix it and whatnot, since we accidentally can't die right. I'm getting a little bit closer to my flag, which is by the island. I want to be closer to the island than I am home base. So I would appear on my flag and not at home base. Hit the P button. Thank you, thank you, thank you. I don't like a waiting. Thank you. Like I said, we're going to go over the grass. And even if we were just a regular ninja, oh, we might still actually need a triple jump for that. So, I don't know if we connected it on the other end, but we're going to go ahead and connect it first. For us, this part that's tier 2 on the right, you only need that if you're crazy and want to play public with a bunch of your friends and all that. The potato that we hit is right there off the edge of those 2 pieces going to the south. You only need the 2. The one over there is an accident. I just won't pull it out because I like it. And you're supposed to be another anchor wall, so... Oh, no, you're not. Not there. Is it here? Yes. It is here. This is for me. I just wanted a secondary anchor wall. Like I said, I don't care about my structures. I have thousands over, so I can do whatever I want. So if I'm going to waste a couple, I'll have them down here. And most importantly, I want to make sure that I can break all of my builds that are below the map from above the map. So if I'm ever able to never get back down here ever again, I can keep it legacy, or, well, I can get rid of it. It all depends on what I need. So we no longer need you connected over here. It's connected on its own right. This is all just extra, just for me. Not exactly needed. But what is needed for us is the traps over there. No. Whoops. Nope. Oh, whatever. This'll work. I need it connected to something. Good. So, we're connected onto our 4 pieces that we need. Which, this is just a heals electric field. It got put there by accident. I don't want to take it down because why not? And it showcases what I'm trying to show. Anyway, like I said, you only need these 4 right underneath the pushers if you would like. Now, connect it with a wall or create another place and put them. The ones I have are right here underneath the other freeze, which we showcased before. Okay. That way we have that one. The one behind it is the one I was walking above on it. That, just like I said, I liked real good. I really love these 4. All these around the amp are not needed. But, like I said, if I'm never allowed back down here again, and if I ever do a different build, well, this is a godsend. Anyway, so we're out of here. Now, how do we fix this? Well, we have it reconnected to some sort of piece, like a health pad or something, so we know where it is. We're going to go down to our island where we originally came in. Alright, our flag is still over there. And we're going to take it out. Alright, and then when we get over here, we'll be able to disconnect it. We can come up, take out our stairs, and it'll take the whole thing out. So now we don't have any extra pieces laying around. So technically we should only have 5 pieces, 4 floors and a wall, connecting it to the pieces above. Alright, if you want to go extra safe and go a little extra hard, knock yourself out. It is not going to change the build and what it does. If you watch how we build the upper part, you'll understand what I mean. To get out, just go to the last one and jump out. And voila, you're above the map. Now, up here, we still would have our basic assassin put on and our 4 pieces. But to go ahead and knock it out, we're just going to go ahead and get right up in the back and go ahead and build it. 20 minutes in. There is a little ramp right here in the back. 2 little ramps. First ramp, going to put a standard V block, 1 out, touching the cliff, and 1 to the right towards the cliff. We're going to place a 4-piece, edit it to an arrow, and another one above it, like this. And then we're going to go ahead and do the exact same thing to the one behind it. Right there on the L. We're going to run up here. And, oh, here it is. There is a little island that's about six tiles big. Right here in the middle, we're going to place 2 stairs going up, 4 floors going out, 4 walls, edit our stairs to the farthest away point, place a fin, edit our wall to a pillar, place a cone on top, ejecting to the sky. We're going to place a 5 impact floor launcher, 3 all durability tar pits. We're going to place 3 impact, 2 reload, 1 durability wall launchers. And that will push all of our husks off. We have 2 heels attached floor spikes, wall spikes, I'm sorry, on the back side of these wall pushers. And that is to prevent the husks from trying to drop down here. Next, because they will hit it a couple times, and we just want to keep that wall good. Make sure you have no floor spikes. No wooden floor spikes. Okay. Take a couple heels, anti-airs, on the pillar, and place a couple of them. This is optional. I know I didn't have them, but on my alt, I had one explode. It took quarter damage. Now, do you need them? No. Do I feel comfortable with them? Yes. If you were worried about your trap count, don't worry about it. I never had them on my main, but my alt did. Anyway, now, how many floors is that? Let me count them. So that's 4. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. 8. So it's 4 floors, 8 floors. 2 ramps, 4 floors, 8. Yeah, 4, 4, yeah, 8 here. Yep. Would you put 8 too? Yeah, put 10. Yep, cool. I'm a little tired. 8. over here we're going to place 3. We're going to place, this can be metal. Well, I guess it's metal now. I really thought it was my Baron and I swung. That was just happened to be a range shields. It was to hold it up. Because I would have him blow up over here. My alt has him blow up over here. They're weird. I don't ask questions what the propanes like to do. I think they're on meth. Anyway, after we get 8, we're going to get 3. 1, 2, and then 3. We're going to place 2 walls, 2 floors above it. 4. Wait, is it 4? It's 5, isn't it? It is 5. No, it's 4. I'm dumb. Yep, it's 4. Sorry, I'm waiting on this upgrade, and it's giving me anxiety. And this amp is a little overwhelming, so I didn't want to actually do this one in a video, but we're going to do it anyway. 2, 4, 2 ramps, 4 floors, 4 walls, edited cone, 8 floors, 3 on the right, 1 on the left, 2 walls, 3 walls, 4 floors, 4 ramps. Yes. On the very top, I have 2 anti-airs. In the inside, I have 2 anti-airs. On the outside, I did have 1, but I just added a couple just for their healing aspects. You don't need this many. Honestly, if you can get away with none at all, take it. On these walls here, they're 144 wall spikes. On the other side, they're heals. And that's just for the assassins that get stuck up here. They can hit the wall and either jump down and get relaunched up, or keep beating on the wall to their death, or finally go walk themselves that way. Huss don't like walking backwards, but they will. This part we did. Bumper blockers. So our sky ramp is done. Our assassin part is there. We built these. These are spikes. This is a reload crit dart. Right here. Crit rate, crit damage, damage, reload, durability. These floor spikes can be double crit rate, double crit damage, heals attach. They can be poop spikes. They can be double reload wooden floor spikes. Mine happen to be double reload. On this side, we have a wall light. I'm currently using a 2 stun time wall light. You can use this wall light here with effect duration. Effect duration is very close to my wall light. And if you notice, if you have this God Roll trap, it goes off faster. And you have, well, 25% more durability. So, if you don't have the legacy, don't worry. Your regular trap will do. But I do like this one. But they both work. Don't get it messed up. They both do their thing. Numbers are numbers. We're talking about 0.03 here, guys. We are shaving hairs. Now, around the amplifier where we placed our 5 walls here, or floors, I'm sorry, we're going to place an additional 4 of them. We're going to edit them in half. Here at the very corner, we're going to place a floor to a quarter. We're going to place a cone on the 3 upper parts. Here, quarter. Then we're going to place 3 floor pieces, edited in half. We're going to place 3 floor pieces right here. We're going to place, again, we can use the double crit rate, double crit damage heals attached, a poop spike, my personal favorite, a double reload. Alright, I have 2 of them here, and a freeze trap, triple durability, double reload, effect duration, right here, facing the north. Now, we already placed these, which is 7 floor pieces, 2 little half walls. We already have our floor freeze down. Right here, we have a reloading crit rate, crit damage, dino reload. We have a non-reloading dino. Crit rate, double crit damage, durability. On this side, we have a reload dino. It happens to be heals. It doesn't have to be for you, but mine happens to be heals because I like the way it looks. I'm big on it. Right here, we have another one of our floor spikes. It doesn't matter which one you run. I prefer the double reload, but you don't have to. The anti-airs. There are 5 of them on the ground. They are all double range, double reload, heals, durability. All 5 of them. Same thing with these 3 right here. We're going to go right here in the corner pit. We're going to place 3 floors and 2 walls. On this side of the wall here, we're going to have a reloading crit dart, which we know what they are. Crit rate, reload damage, crit damage, durability. And same thing here. Okay. Over here, we already have our floor pieces down. We're using the same spikes that we talked about over there. Same floor freeze. And the same anti-airs. I believe there to be 3 of them. Double range, double reload, heals attached. There's 3 of them on the ground here. Now, on the flinger spot, same thing. We have a reload on the left. And a non-reload on the right. Okay. Nothing on the outsides. Now, the defender spot. We have stairs going out on the left. Stairs going to the left. Arrow going left and right like this. Covering this spot here. Right here, we're going to place 2 floors. We have a reload. Crit rate, crit damage, reload. So it's just a straight reload zapper. And 2 range anti-airs. A pillar. There's 2 of them. And a range anti-air. 2 pillars. And a defender pad. The defender pad is going to be necessary if you do not have anything floating under the map. If you have stuff floating under the map, you don't need this. But if you do have it, it is a nice spot to stand and watch your amplifier without messing anything up. Because, well, if you want to watch it get hit, it's a great spot to stand. Now, those traps are done. Those traps are done. Those traps are done. We talked about these. We talked about this outer part. Now, let's take care of all of the traps that are on the amplifier. Okay? They're damage. They're 2 damage, 2 reload. Heals. Okay? Let's not forget that. There are 4 of them on each one of the floors. 3 here and 1 on top. Very important. Very strong. Okay, now there is a wall, or is there not a wall, a floor piece right here for you people that do not have your building health maxed out. You can place a base right here, like an Ice King and a lofty architecture and stuff like that. Power mod. All right. So if you're already out in here with Harper is tough traps, by the way. If Harper is your main, you might as well put the other constructors in your base and put her down here. If you don't want to do tar pits underneath. Wall freeze traps. Don't want to do a defender. You know, if you really want to skim her down, you can put a base here. Next, wall darts. All right. I believe us to have 4 of them, 5 of them total. 2 over here, 1 over there, and 2 over here. Now, 1 is in the cave. It's a reload, by the way. Same reload crit dart. Same thing here. We have 3 floor freezes. Now, these floor freezes and these 2 wall darts go with my new ridge. We have a new update for the ridge. I know I just made a video like 2 weeks ago, but we have a new one. But we'll go over that. For the people who have my ridge and are having some flinger issues, guys, you can put 3 floor pieces and 3 cones on top of the ramp. If you start playing with this, not letting any of your stuff through, you're going to need to add these traps of increased building health and heals attached anti-airs. But that's only if you decide to get rid of that. And basically, if you want to get rid of everything, you're going to need those traps. But we're still testing that stuff. So our floor pieces still remain here. We have this floor piece like this, and that is to stabilize our floor pieces when we edit them. That's why this is like this. It doesn't need to be here. This is because we are testing a way to get rid of all of our other stuff. But once I can have a definitive, solid, guaranteed update for you, I'll go ahead and release it. But yeah, I have always had a lot of these because my ridge originally, before the video I made, has always kicked them over here. And I've always told people I made it the other way. 1, because of White Walker is fucking amazing, and 2, there's a lot of you guys have devils that you can't just kick your guys down here. So I didn't want my ridge to interfere with that. So I made it do the other way. I put a bunch of anti-airs on it so that it would work with space rocks and other weird shit. I don't want to hear it. I understand I released that video before the update, but you know, stuff happens. It's a series of unfortunate events. But for me, they are wonderful. Once you have all of your bumper blockers, floors, builds over there, that, we discovered this. This thing is range, by the way. We're going to go ahead and put some wall freezes. A wall freeze is accomplished by having a cone and a floor. edit the cone on this side, edit the cone, or edit the floor on one side, edit the cone on this side. So all on the same, see? Side, side. Once you stand in front of it, you can take any trap. I wonder, oh no. It's got to be ones that can be put up there, like, yes. So you see that, okay? You can physically see the blue. And now we have a wall tar pit. All right, see that there? Just a cone. Sorry, I don't play with the HUD. There we are. But our freeze, we're just going to take our freeze now. And the reason why we're using no impact freeze is because all traps are directional. And we don't want, because this thing is going to push them forward if we had impact. So we just want a nice floaty trap. So to accomplish this, outside of your door piece, I told you to put that floor, place a cone, and make yourself a float trap. Same thing over here, make yourself a float trap. Now, the floating freeze are, if you don't want to have a base, you want to be a ninja, you don't want to use bots and change your hero mid-game, you want to have the ability to have a base without a base. And that's what this does. So it's absolutely amazing. Same thing here. You would need to edit your floor, because we never placed traps yet. Edit your floor like this. Place your cone on top of your piece like this. And go ahead and put your freeze traps. Do not put one on this piece. Only place 3 in the front and 1 on each side there. It's very important. Now, if you do that, they won't want to come up this. Okay? You want them to walk around. I can't tell if I ran that like this or the other way. I'm going to have to look at my picture. And I did have it curved. There we go. So forgive me, guys, that edit, it is 3 floors in half and 2 floors on each side are a quarter. Very important. You want them to walk up here and take this path. Now, the trap right here on this floor piece, this is a 144 crit rate, crit damage, reload, durability. Same thing, reload, crit. On the inside, I have one of those healing electric fields in nature to handle wave 11 and 21. And then right here, I have a increased building health wall dart. You can use an increased building health dino. You can even use an increased building health broadside. Though I don't use broadsides in Twine, and there's not one broadside in my entire base, you can be that guy for the low price of broadside and have a broadside in your base for no reason. Broadsides don't work in Twine. Don't give me that I watched a cannonball get fired out of it shit. They don't damage a husk. They laugh at it. Keep those cannonballs in Ganny Valley. Anyway, in the very front here, is a triple durability, 2 reload heals attached. That should be all the traps. Actually, that should be the entire amp. You should no longer have to listen to my bass. at all. It took literally 20 minutes to explain the bottom, and 20 minutes to explain the top, and 20 minutes of you watching me run this thing completely AFK. That is absolutely funny. If you're asking what the fuck this is here for, I'll answer it. Husks do not aggro health pads. They are not seen as a threat. It is the only trap in the game to not aggro a fucking husk. You are welcome. Which is why, if you're gonna connect your bottom pieces, your bottom, da-da-da-da, Mr. Sister. Okay, Mr. Fister, you want to make sure you have it as a health pad. They won't fucking beat it. You don't want them targeting that shit, man. Also, avoid your block off connected to your amp. Later on in the game, if there's ever an update, and like a year from now, and smashers start aggroing this thing, take out this 4-piece. Yeah, that should be enough. But I doubt that'll ever happen. Another thing is, it could be the cones. So you could get rid of these. But I'm thinking ahead in multiple updates. The only reason why I'm saying that is because of our previous build in Ridge. We had an update happen where the floors over here looked like this. This no longer works. So you gotta do V-block. Okay. On home base, we've always had V-block, but if you're running Ollie's home base, guys, failed V-block. Get that odd flinger that don't like to stay in that right spot because you're playing on pubs. 2 freeze traps. If you're going cheap, just 1 here. Get that odd flinger because you're running around in the ocean. You don't know why your public friend is running in the ocean, creating assassin husk, beating on weird stuff. Add this. Used to having some stuff beat on this as a wall. Tried it as a cone. Still had stuff beat on it. Guess what, guys? Go back to the wall. Try a Dorito. Hubo's Beach. You like the AFK in the valley over there where those woods are? You like to stand there? But you're like, well, I have this home base and I have like these open builds and all my assassins from ramp just tear apart my stuff. Imagine never upgrading stuff. All right, this is a hot wall, by the way. This is overkill, but it's just freeze tires, some stuns, and a bunch of darts. And it isn't really needed this much. If you're alone, you can get away with just these 2. Okay? If you play with your friends, you'd want a row. This row. If you play on public, or you have friends that are under the age of 18, ADD, or just do meth, you might want to add both rows. It all depends on the level of intelligence of your friends. Okay? Nothing to do with you. Your base failing isn't your fault. It's your friends running around like idiots. It's their fault. If you... At the end of this video, I'm going to show this amplifier getting hit with a UFO. There's not much you can do for it, AFK-wise. It's not. They shoot your V block. They go for your amplifier before they go for any pieces out here. And that's a guaranteed fact. They prefer to attack that side. So they attack your lobber shield, amplifier, before anything. They just suck. Valley's impregnable. You can't get attacked. Our update that we've done on Valley is we moved our pieces that used to be here are now in the front. We got rid of our tar pit and took our wall and edited it flat. We took out all of our traps and we added a box. So we have to get rid of the cone that's on top of your amplifier, or the smashers on wave 15 will fuck your amp up. So anybody running that experienced that and switched my build, like, it failed, fuck that amp. Because I put a cone on top because I like my builds to look like penises. We added, the front is just doors instead of arches. So go ahead and switch them over to doors. Add a floor in front of you, a floor on top of you, a floor over here, a door and an archway behind you, and a door in front. Add increase building health to the underneath. Add damage, double damage, double range, shields attached on the tops and on the corners. On the three pieces here, underneath here, they're going to be range. Range, range, range. Fourth range below. Okay? This piece right here, remove it, make it a dart. And I have a range on each side. The dart that used to be here, remove it. The wooden floor spike that was here, remove it. And the wooden floor spike that you see right in front of you, remove it. Place a freeze trap. I cannot remove this one because this one is from White Streams himself. I'll take the punishment of this trap causing me issues. Do not be me and have this still a wooden floor spike. I consider this the center of the universe here. So he's a good friend of mine, and considering he was the first one to do this to this amplifier, I will always have his credit, and I will always have his floor piece that he placed here when he originally built the amp so many years ago. And because of him, we now have what you see before you. This is a UFO AFK lava. Now, we took a few pieces out and just continued on with the remaining pieces of Valley. Okay. Problem with our stuff is the UFO targets this. We do not need this. Knowing the UFO will shoot over here, for the love of God, people, we are going to place tiles. You know what I'm saying? That is a tile he will shoot. Which means he will shoot that tile. So we're going to put it there. Never would have expected him to shoot around it, which means RNG says he could shoot that. Keep that in mind, boys. Keep that in mind. It wouldn't be a half bad idea for you guys to have something like this. This piece not here, and at like a Z block, so this is open, but they never want to come up here anyway. That could save you some tile space so that you can put tiles over here on these. Food for thought. But currently we're not doing that because we like our old school ollie build. We just keep manipulating it to make it work during hard times. My alt has this. Okay. Just gonna throw that out there. My main does not, but we're gonna put that in here. Cave block no longer works, guys. So remove your cave blocks. Put some fatherless block off below it, 5 pieces. You know, stairs, walls, and floors. You only need them in a stack of 5. And to be very safe, at the very top, place a V block and a Dorito. We have 40 seconds left. V block and a Dorito. Just to go back to old school. However you guys do it, doesn't matter. Just make sure you guys go back to old school. You're going to be kicking yourself in the balls when you realize your cave block off don't work no more. Same thing, Hubo's Beach. That cave block don't work, actually. The only thing saving that from working is he has this. Remove it. Does absolutely nothing. Anyway, by having the double block off like that, they kind of avoid it. It's very nice. If you have this open to stop your things from coming through here, it will fail. It's very bad. Don't lose this wall. That's very bad too. I turn my cave block into a floating PC, but it does not work. So don't bother. Actually, I have not tested cave block using a ramp and wall. So I can't fully tell you, even though I have one, I can't fully tell you if it has been updated or not. That is my cue to leave. So that is all the updates I have for you. My AFK spot is right here on the farthest part out. I have a wall placed here. Made actually pretty hard for the smashers to fuck with it. It's supposed to be down, why it's not. Anyway. 1, 2, 3, 4. Looks like I'm exactly 12 pieces up. Aimed exactly for the same tile as I spawn in, looking at. Either one left or one right. You guys have a good one.